Hey Capricorns, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is kind of a mid-month check-in for you guys, so let's go ahead and just dive right in and we'll shuffle some cards here. And please remember that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to look at some current energies and some future potential energies for you guys. Got a hair stuck in there. Got it. All right, anyways. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys this month, or at least halfway through. Here we go. Nothing's flipping out, so just, oh, now I take that back. We got the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse that flipped out. So I'm gonna eat my words apparently. Shuffle just a little bit more. Get that third card for current energies. Just flip the top and Ace of Wands. Look at that. All right, so let's just get all the cards out. Future potential energies for Capricorn. Okay, that one wanted to flip out. Got the Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles. Let's get one more. For Capricorn, future energies. Okay, you guys got an extra one. I'll put these two together because I'm not really sensing anything, but it's Queen of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. So we'll just kind of do that. All right, so kind of sensing a dual outcome here. All right, so let's take a look here, Capricorns. Oh, okay, let's see here. So I heard the word ego when I looked at that top row here. The Seven of Pentacles, I'm sorry, Seven of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. For some of you, your ego is getting in the way and it's blocking you from hearing some truths that you need to hear. It's making you feel almost like a victim. And I heard big picture. So Capricorns, yeah, really take a step back from your life, from your world, and try to see the big picture. And shutting up your ego is probably one of the most difficult things because it's a very because we're never taught how to get rid of that in a weird way to say that. But with that Ace of Wands on top of it, Spirit is trying to show you that there's more to, what's the saying? There's more than meets the eye, right? Or however that saying goes. So there's definitely a mental block here that's just making you stuck somewhere along your process of being creative or starting a new venture, a new business, whatever it may be. It could even be a YouTube channel. Something's holding you back, and Spirit's trying to show you that it's time to take a step back and deal with those whatever those problems might be that stops you from fulfilling whatever it is you're supposed to fulfill. So let's go ahead and move down to this bottom row. So we have the Eight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands in reverse here. So again, coming back to that internal struggle. There it is, Eight of Swords. There is your internal struggle. So what I'm sensing is you're still working on it, but you're working on it in layers, the whole onion metaphor, there's layers upon layers. So what it sounds like is that you know, that first initial layer gets worked through, and then you start to go deeper and deeper, and then find your own worth with that King of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing and hearing. So you really come into your own. You find that grounded, strong energy, very earth energy, to allow yourself to grow. Okay, now the two outcomes here with this Hermit and Queen of Wands in reverse, very interesting. It's gonna make you want to pull away this energy that's coming forward. And so when you do that, with the Queen of Wands energy, if that Queen of Wands energy comes forward, you have to remember that everybody moves at their own pace when dealing with traumas and, you know, learning our lessons and moving forward. So really go inward here and try not to compare yourself to others. Yeah, it sounds simple, I know. Interesting, while I was talking, this card flipped out and it says acceptance. We're not going to keep it, but definitely a message for some of you. There's a level of acceptance of who you're supposed to be, and it's okay, you know, no matter what it is. If you're good at baking, if you're you know, somebody, it looks like somebody's trying to help you from the spirit world as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put that card back in the deck. We're gonna keep shuffling and get some additional messages for you guys here. We have a Seven of Swords up top, and the 3 cards that I'm gonna pull from my chakra deck. Got self-worth, abundance, and impatience. Yeah, during this journey, you're really gonna figure out how yeah, you're gonna start noticing that you're worth more than what you give yourself credit for. There's an impatient energy here, which is pretty typical when you deal with mental things. But what they're trying to tell you is that there is a sort of abundance, and I'm not talking money, but an abundance that you're gonna slowly gain your life back by allowing all this energy to be released. Okay. Move on to the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, card flipped out. Insecurity, vanity, and guilt. Yeah, all going with that 5 of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, yeah, you feel guilty because you're trying to do better and move on, and there's somebody in your life that isn't. Some of you could be dealing with an external, oh God, what's that term? It's almost like you see your self-worth only on the outside and not on the inside. That's how I'm seeing the vanity. You treasure the external more than the internal, which is why this energy is coming up for you guys. And there's a level of insecurity as well, which goes hand in hand with the vanity. So there's definitely a lot of layers here to each of these cards, because everybody is dealing with different things, first of all, and second of all, all of those things could be you, just in different aspects. So you really have to set yourself aside, and not set yourself aside, but set aside set some things aside to give yourself a little time each day just to sit out and figure out where this is coming from. All right, so Ace of Wands, we've got perfection, despondence, and rejection. So what I'm sensing is this energy is going to kind of leak into this Ace of Wands energy as well, because it's so strong. Some of you could be going through an awakening of some sort. You could be finally dealing with your childhood or past traumas. And it's going to kind of cloud this Ace of Wands because you're not fully ready for it yet. But what Spirit is trying to let you know that, so rejection, obviously, is pretty self-explanatory. You know, you're really in your headspace, you know, afraid that you're going to be rejected in whatever journey you choose to take with the Ace of Wands. But on top of that, we have despondence. Despondence talks about how Spirit gives you everything that you will ever need when you enter in this world. And you can see the world is in her tummy. So everything you'll need is right there. Definitely a Mother Earth energy coming from this as well. But you know deep down what your path is. It's just been blocked from you by all of this junk, all right? And then the card Perfection came out, and I'm not a huge fan of this card because there's no such thing as perfection, but that is something that we all have to learn on our own. So it kind of sounds like they're just letting you know that this is a lesson for you, if that resonates. All right, so down to the bottom, 8 of Swords. Wow, we already have a card flip. Creation, Victim, yeah, and Quest. So something, Spirit's trying to put you on this path, but you're still in this victim mindset from all of this back here. So Capricorns, I'm gonna share a little wisdom here if you've made it this far. There's a moment in your life where you need to learn that you're no longer a victim, but you are a survivor, okay? So you yourself need to work on switching this energy. And I feel like this is what's suffocating you, is that you keep playing the victim card. Yes, you are a victim, but you are also a survivor, and being a survivor means that you've gone through some pretty terrible things and you survived them. Now, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, has given you a second chance, which is why you should really feel that energy of survivor, okay? It's part of your journey to understand a lot of things, okay? King of Pentacles. Very grounded, strong, confident energy. A lot of stability here as well. Oh, okay. So perception fell out, prayer, and expansion. Yeah, so your family's going to expand when you begin to change your mindset about everything. A lot of meditation needs to happen, a lot of praying. Like I said, whatever you believe in, just pray towards that, whether it's your spirit guides, your ancestors. If you have lost a loved one that was super close to you, you know their spirit is always around you. Call upon them for advice. They're always there. And then perception, again, coming back to looking at things from a different point of view. Spirit is really trying to push that, okay? All right. Okay, well, that card flipped out before I could even say it, but on those last 2 cards, the Hermit and Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna pull an extra. Okay. So they told me to look at the bottom of this deck. We got forgiveness. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of, not just forgiveness of other people, but as from yourself as well, Caps. Special message for somebody there. Okay. So for the last 2 cards over here, we have 4 cards instead of just 3. So we got dissipating, grief, completion, and mysticism. So bear with me while I explain this. So while you're in this hermit phase and, going within, begin to, there's so many different levels. Dissipating is about daydreaming, okay? And now it's okay to daydream, but there's a line with the daydreaming. You kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how else to explain that. Whoever needs to hear that, there's that. Yeah, there's a process while you're in this isolation that needs to happen. And while you're feeling all of these energies, it's gonna bring up a lot of different things that have happened in your life, but it's definitely a karmic cycle. and Spirit is right there with you. This is definitely something to grow spiritually, and you have to allow yourself to grieve. Okay, anytime you learn a lesson or lose someone or feel like you lose a part of yourself or you discover a part of yourself, there's always that that time frame where you have opened the wound, you've cleaned out the wound, and now you have to slowly not only put it back together, but you have to allow it to heal. Okay, so there's that time frame that not many of us give ourselves that time to process. So I hope this helped, Capricorn. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Talk to you guys later. Bye.